My agent is actually calling me right now.
I texted you through an offer.
I like the money, I hate the brand. So that's a no.
So that's a saying no to tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
This is one of the most popular food reviewers on the planet, with over 1 billion views and 5 million followers. His name is Kevin Noparvar, but you probably know him best as HowKevEats. And today we're stepping into his world, going beyond the likes, comments, and views to see what it really takes to do what you love for a living. Let's go wake him up and find out. And it all begins right here in his apartment, where I need to go wake him up. He told me he had a dog. There she is. Hi. Hi. Is Kevin awake yet? Kevin. What do you think? Should we wake him up? Kevin. Psst. Kevin. This is the start of our day in the life. Are you ready?
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good.
Guys, this is Kevin.
How's it going? My name's Kevin. I go by HowKevEats.
Give me your morning routine, real life.
Real life morning routine. Before I look at any notifications on my phone, this will be on Do Not Disturb. I'll meditate, and I'll meditate one of two ways. I'll sit here, breathe in for 5 seconds, hold it for 5 seconds, and then exhale for 5 seconds. I'll do that 5 times. Really simple. If I'm kind of in a rush, like that's the one I'll do. If not, I'll go on YouTube. I have 3 guided meditations that I typically really like in the morning. AirPods, sit here, 10 or 15 minutes. I will just close my eyes and listen to what's going on in my ears. The goal of all of this is to get this right as soon as humanly possible. She'll also be complaining about going out to the bathroom like she's doing now and trying to guilt me. And then drink a lot of water in the beginning of the day. Oh, that hits after a night. And then this is when I'll get out of bed. People will pay a lot of money for those feet pics.
That's why you keep your socks on.
No one's paying money for that. Do you make your bed in the morning?
Oh yeah, every morning.
Oh yeah.
That's the one thing.
Important.
Yeah, I agree.
Every single person that was telling me to develop a morning routine, the most common thread was to make your bed.
It's the first win.
Yeah, first one.
First win of the day.
And then what I really like to do is start the day with black coffee, no cream, no sugar, no nothing. I want to remain in a fasted state as much as I can. The morning routine is basically just trying to get a bunch of little wins so that my mind gets into the right place. Then I could go tackle the day.
Does this come from something? I mean, we can dive into that throughout the day, but it's like, there's so much more to this than what just goes out on socials, and you know, you're just fun-loving, enjoying the food and carefree and nothing else matters. Like, what is this for you to get you to this place? Like, where did you have to go to, like, readjust, I should say?
To be honest, I went to the depths of hell. Throughout my life, I've had like a couple years here and there, or a couple like 3 to 6 month periods where I was just like extremely depressed. I feel like you get to a point, a lot of people call this rock bottom, where you need to change because the pain is so high mentally that you just like, it's the best way to force yourself out of the situation. Before the first step, I go to my roof. There's sunlight up there. This is what like defrosts me and wakes me up and makes me feel like a human being.
First sip of the day.
Cheers.
I'm excited to try this.
Yeah, it tastes like ass.
Yeah, like ass that's been like ran through some Guatemalan soil, which I'm not discounting. This tastes like some travel coffee that I've had along the way.
Yeah.
In terms of the morning routine, when do you start diving into everything that you're working on for the day?
Probably like midway through my cup of coffee. Well, typically, if I don't have everything planned out, that's like ideal. I'll have the whole week of food planned out already, like on Sunday.
Where do you usually curate ideas from?
A lot of it comes from my followers. Like if I see a comment come up a lot in my comments, then I'll be like, okay, if I'm like really feeling like, oh, like I'm not quite sure about the video that I have planned for today, what I'll typically do is look at my biter hit list. It's an app that I co-founded. I'll just look at my hit list and be like, you know, these are all places that I'm really like dying to go try. I'll find the one that I'm like, you know what, that's gonna be a better video today, and that's kind of like more what I'm feeling. Okay. I'll go do that.
You have a pretty curated morning routine that's based on mental health and to protect your mental health. Where are you at now? Do you feel like you're at a better spot? And what, you said you went like to the depths of hell, like what brought you there? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, no, I don't mind. You guys are actually catching me on, okay, I'm gonna get very personal right now.
Okay.
You guys are actually catching me coming out of severe burnout towards the end of 2025. We're filming this in the beginning of 2026. Towards the end of 2025, I didn't have a single break, like even on weekends or anything like that, for way too long. A really big part of this is not feeling physically healthy, and I'm a big proponent of like, if you don't feel physically healthy, it's really hard to feel mentally healthy. So
true.
Yeah, so I was gaining a lot of weight, and then on top of that, I was working like really hard to try to get Biter off the ground. I love doing food reviews and like doing the fun stuff, the things that really like drive my passion. I think the business side of this, although it makes you money, does suck a lot of like the fun and the sexiness of this.
Yes.
So it's really hard to like continue for a really long period of time without taking a break if you're only focused on like the work part of this. And dude, this is the thing, like I know I'm in a burnout phase because and this varies, like I'll wake up feeling depressed, overworked, stressed, like unbelievably stressed out, anxiety. I have like a pit in my stomach of like I don't know how this is gonna work out, whatever. I know I'm burnt out because I have the best life ever. I get to eat food that I want to eat in front of a camera and talk about it and give my take, and I would not change my life for anything. So if I'm really mentally unwell also doing that, like that's how I know something is not right up here.
From the outside looking in, you're like, they got the best life, you know, they're just going around eating food for a living. But the business side, and then also just the consumption, and like we batch a lot of episodes so that I can like eat for a week and then take 2 weeks to edit and eat salads and give my body a break. Speaking of which, let's dive into the next stage of the day.
Let's go to the gym, baby.
Let's go to the gym. Here's the focus. Get the body in order and the mind will follow. So he can keep eating and building an empire. For extra motivation and accountability, we're joined by Kev's personal trainer, Mitch, who's in constant competition against LA's best food. How do you train a guy knowing he's gonna go eat the way he eats? Going straight to burritos.
You know he's got his scheduled content days where he's eating pretty much whatever he wants, but on his off days, like, he's locked in.
Mitch takes us through a full body routine with an emphasis on core in anticipation of a Mexican mukbang, which is coming up next.
Hard shell tacos, gordita crunch, supreme.
You hold it out like this, like you're holding the tray of food to the camera.
Okay.
And you gotta hold it. I love getting to this point because I'm like, I know on the other side of this is where the gold's at.
Let's get it. That's what it takes. That's what it takes to lift up all these views that he gets. Every rep is another million for this kid.
Should we practice our taco beating?
We pass the hot sauce.
Stop passing the hot sauce. Dog. Workout's over, bro.
Thank you. Good stuff. That was great.
Absolutely, bro.
That was great. Oh my God.
Good shit, bro. We did work today. Loved it. Thank you, bro.
Absolutely.
All right, now the real work begins.
Let's go. Let's go.
Before you sit, you're catching me on a day where I just did orange chicken fries and a little bit of the orange chicken sauce seeped onto the seat. so you're gonna sit on a napkin for this car ride.
Am I okay? 55 minutes to location. That's not bad.
For LA traffic, that's shockingly decent.
All right, en route, we got 55 minutes en route right now, and I'm gonna give you the realest, this wouldn't be a day in the life of a food influencer if we didn't thank a sponsor of the video. And that, my friends, again, is my friends over at Olipop. And this is the realest integration possible because Kevin actually had Olipop in his fridge already. I got classic root beer.
Dude, OG grape is my favorite.
And you guys, this is a true endorsement because a normal can of soda has like 39 grams of sugar in it versus 3 grams here. And that's my biggest love for Olipop. Olipop is a new kind of soda. It's your healthier soda alternative. Olipop supports digestive health with prebiotic fiber and a functional ingredient blend with just 2 to 5 grams of sugar per can with no added sugar, natural sweeteners only. And Olipop has 9 grams of prebiotic fiber in every can. Cheers.
Cheers. Do you have your Olipop before or after your meal, typically?
I usually have one before around lunchtime, and then I like to have one at night, kind of the
nighttime Olipop hits. The direct post-meal Olipop is peak.
Guys, truthfully, Olipop just makes it more fun and delicious to support your gut health, especially when you're out with a food guy like this, going and getting crazy stuff every day. This is a smart choice. So grab your can of Olipop now at all sorts of locations around the country, from Whole Foods to Target and everything in between. So we're gonna enjoy an Olipop in real life and then dive into the food. For filming food videos in your car in LA, how do you deal with this traffic every day? How do you deal with this? This is the realest moment because
I just missed the freeway where I was supposed to get off, and our time just jumped from 50 minutes to 1 hour and 14 minutes.
To go 19 miles.
I'm heartbroken.
I would lose it every day going to a new location.
I do lose it. Sometimes I'm behind the wheel. Like, you see me pleasant right now. Sometimes I'm like, you know? And it gets really dark.
Let's talk about the business side of it. What does your team look like?
For HowKevEats, it's just me. I edit every video. I shoot every video. It's just me solo. For Biter, it's me, my co-founder who coded the whole app, and we hired a marketing girl.
You have an agent? Is that?
Agent and 2 managers. That's it. That's really it.
What about in terms of like your business pie, your revenue pie?
Biter doesn't make any money yet.
Okay.
HowKevEats is like the main pie, and I do a really, really good job of taking the money I make from HowKevEats and just putting it aside and investing it mainly in the S&P 500 or the ETF that follows it, and it's called SPY.
And in terms of the revenue, and we always talk about this too, in terms of long form versus short form, and I always tell everybody, like, you're not going to make anything from short form.
Most of the money you would make doing short form comes from brand deals.
Got you.
Yeah.
And you even see it, like we're talking about how much money you make per view. And let's say on a YouTube video, I can make between $6 and $12 per 1,000 views. It's called a RPM, the opposite of a CPM, which would be the cost of the ad. So this is getting in the nitty gritty. On TikTok, Instagram, short form, it's like
around $1 maybe.
So if I get 1 million views, I can make between $6,000 and $10,000. On a 1 million view TikTok or Instagram, you're looking at,
for a 1 million view video, you can make $60. Depending on the RPM, you can make $400.
But the other side of that is brand deals. And if you average 1 million views on an episode like this guy does, if you get 1 million views, or I guess we're gonna give you all the real knowledge here. If you get 1 million views average on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, you can charge a brand, 40 or 50 grand for that placement. So that gives you kind of the real monetary side of this.
My agent is actually calling me right now. Hey Nick, how's it going?
Kev, happy Friday.
Thank you. Happy Friday to you.
I texted you through an offer if you've had a chance to look at it, and just wanted to see what you were thinking.
Let me see right now. I like the money. I hate the brand. So that's a no.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking, but obviously wanted to put it in front of you because it was good money.
Thank you. Yeah, that's gonna be a nar.
Okay, well, I will keep grinding for you and hopefully we will get a better fit.
Thank you.
What's your guidelines on saying yes and saying no?
If I like the brand or if I like the item, then I'll say yes. But I don't take an ad for anything that I don't like. I'm really grateful and lucky that I'm in a position that that's a reality.
Yeah.
And it took a lot of no's to get here, which is extremely hard, especially if you need the money.
Yeah.
So knock on wood. Let's knock on wood. Gareth, knock on wood. That, you know, I'm in a position where I can do that, thank God.
After battling traffic for over an hour, we finally make it to our target destination, Lupe's, an East LA institution and a spot that's been on Kev's radar for a long time. And because of that, he's already done the research and knows exactly what he wants to order for the official review.
Okay, we'll do 4 ground beef, 2 shredded beef, 2 potato, 1 chili relleno burrito with carne asada, and 1 bean and cheese burrito. What do you want to drink? Olipop?
Olipop.
Is there anything else that's a must to get if you come to Lupe's that you guys are super known for?
Or guacamole and cheese fries.
One of those. Let's do it. I got one. Okay, great. Okay, great.
Now this is where he really comes alive. And I think one of the big reasons why he's become so popular is because he takes this pretty seriously.
This draws so much attention.
So this is, you're just saying, like, he waits till he gets back in his car to even bring his phone out to film, and we're out here in public actually filming, and yeah, this is everybody.
I don't like them seeing that we have a camera though. You don't get the real like customer experience.
Yeah, because we try to get shots in the kitchen. So you have to like come in with
I
that.
never do that.
But I'm also
You get
not-
shots in the kitchen, it's typically because you got a relationship with the restaurant, and you'll typically never hear anything bad from a review where you'll see shots in the back.
Ooh. That's a good point.
While we wait, Kev is straight up swarmed by fans. I guess that's what you get when you have nearly 5 million followers. Weird to say, but creators are the new rock stars. And in this case, they come up asking for photos and then spark friendly debates on food spots around the city. And truthfully, Kev loves it. He genuinely enjoys talking with every single person and seemingly has an answer for every random side street spot and street food stall that people throw at him. I gotta say, he truly is living his brand, and honestly, it's really inspiring to see his passion.
Apollonias or Sunnies?
Oh, that's so hard. Square pizza is like my favorite, so I love Apollonias, I would say.
Is Langer's your number 1 sandwich?
Langer's and Howlin' Ray's are the 2 best sandwiches in LA.
How would you rate Daughters compared to
Recently, Daughters has gotten a lot better.
Do people do that often?
Oh yeah, all the time.
And they're just like, what would you rather, this or this?
I love it. Or I'm going here tomorrow. What should I eat? Or something like that.
Do people ever like, you're full of shit, like that's terrible review, bad takes? Or are they usually pretty
Never in
open?
person, mostly in comments.
What do people say it was like your worst take? Or something you didn't like that everyone loved, or vice versa?
People really got mad that I said Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets weren't good. I stand by that. The only reason you're eating Chick-fil-A nuggets is because of the sauces. The nuggets on their own suck. They suck, bro. They're so bad. They're like the worst fast food nugget, in my opinion.
Respect. In the comments, let us know.
Wendy's is slept on though. Wendy's chicken nuggets, very slept on.
Really?
Yeah, they're really slept on. They're so good.
Okay.
All right, the food's out. Now it's setup time. A side of this content game that you never get to
We're
see.
in the back parking lot in East Los Angeles, unwrapping tacos, and all the boys are just watching from the other side, all the spectators. This is why you order ahead, Kevin says.
Okay, I guess.
This is what you never see.
We're unwrapping the tacos so that they're presentable for the camera. However, a better clip would be to open the burrito so you can get a good shot of it here.
Not bad. That looks like a good
Daddy chill.
burrito.
What is this?
This butt plug looking thing is my camera setup. It's the only piece of equipment that I own for the car reviews. And it just holds my phone right here while I talk and eat.
Also, side note, the white t-shirt is just a wild move.
I like rolling the dice.
You're a nut.
All the way up on brightness, all the way up on volume, 0.5. Gotta listen for that noise. And then put this bad boy right here. And I start the review. You ready? Finally trying the place you guys told me to come to a lot, Lupe's #2. This These crispy tacos are apparently better than Chewy's tacos. These are supposed to be the best crispy tacos in Los Angeles.
It's wild watching him work on a parallel creative path to mine, just in his own way. It feels a little out of body. Everybody sees the final product, but nobody sees the reality, the repeats, the slip-ups, the uncertainty.
Oh my God, this is about to be so heavy.
And today there's an extra layer he's got to deal with. He's filming himself while some guy's in his passenger seat filming him. And somehow they're both being filmed. We're breaking more fourth walls than should ever be allowed. It's influencer inception in an East LA parking lot. Yeah, this might look ridiculous and honestly a little embarrassing, but it's also real. Because underneath all of this, we're both just trying to make something honest and fun while quietly carrying the pressure to stay creative and relevant and keep showing up, even on the days when your head isn't fully in it. It's your passion, but it also pays the bills, and that balance pulls on you. But you've learned that if you can put yourself out there, despite the constant self-doubt.
So the spice of the salsa really,
This creator economy can open up more doors than you ever thought possible. Kev's been grinding for 5 years to get to this point, and not without setbacks. But to reach financial stability in doing what you love, it makes sense why he says he wouldn't change this life for anything.
These are supposed to be the best crispy tacos in Los Angeles. So this is the post-review ritual. Immediately upon leaving, roll all the windows down for 10 minutes to get the smell of the food out of my car.
Have you ever done a review and the restaurant get mad at you or ask you to come back or give you second chances? How do you navigate that?
If it's like a mom and pop shop, I'll be a lot more constructive. When it comes to fast food restaurants, I'm a lot more harsh because I think they can take it. Yeah. I think it's fine. They have their audience. They'll be fine. But with a mom and pop, I never like to trash. I say all that to say, there have been a couple times where a mom and pop will DM me and they'll be like, sorry you had a bad experience. I would love it if you came back and let us know when you're coming ahead of time. And stuff like that, where I'm like, I never do that, because if I let you know I'm coming, you're just gonna be on top of your A game and I'm not getting the real customer experience out of it.
Fair.
So I typically tend to shy away from that. Pretty sure I just got on the wrong freeway, by the way, but it's all good. All right, we're back home. Hello.
All right, now what do we do?
We have a nice little editing session.
Well, you go right to it? You just jump right into it?
Yeah, just jump right in. This is something I always really like doing. See how the crunch turned out.
Oh, yeah, that's a payoff shot, right?
That's a beauty.
All right, as you're loading this stuff in, you're a professional at this, how did you get to this point?
So I've always been into food. My dad's a huge foodie. He's like me on steroids. He got my interest peaked. Then I went to culinary school out of high school and then dropped out. And then I still wanted to be in the food world. Didn't really know what that looked like. And then my sister one day was like, start an Instagram. And I was like, all right, fine. Started it, 4 years go by, had minimal success. Then COVID happened and everything was switched to doing the videos of me eating in the car. And that combination just skyrocketed and then haven't looked back since.
And what app are you using?
This is InShot.
And this is what you use to edit everything?
Yeah, that shot turned out great. Really happy with that.
How long did it take you to learn this edit style?
Probably a couple months. To get it to this point, to edit in the beginning was so hard. But this is the type of stuff that I felt like I was meant to do. Because I loved Guy Fieri growing up, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. I loved watching people eat and explain. I loved watching Anthony Bourdain. I loved watching things like that.
Yeah.
So when I thought that I was doing my sort of version of that, if you will, I was like, this is what I feel like I'm destined to do. Now I'm going to just dedicate the next however many years it takes to learn as many mistakes that I'm making as possible, do away with those, and just get to a point where I actually love my own content that I'm watching of myself. And then if that passes the test of would I stop to look at this and watch the whole video, then I'll post it. I'll sometimes go take videos, do full-on reviews, eat fried chicken, calorie dense, like terrible, and then go home, edit it, and I'm like, this video kind of sucks. And then I just won't post it. And that whole day kind of went to waste. The money, the calories, the time, everything, gone.
Man.
Yeah.
So when you first made it, it was like that growth, that TikTok growth.
I think it was when I hit like my first like 300,000 to 400,000 followers on TikTok. I was like,
you got something.
like, okay, like people are kind of liking this. And then when I hit 1 million on TikTok, I was like, what? Like this is the craziest thing ever. I was 29 years old and I was like, there's no way like I just hit 1 million followers on a platform. And then now we're at 3.5 million and I'm just like, this is the craziest thing ever. Like it's so crazy.
Would you eat again today? What would you eat for dinner?
If I were to eat again,
let's see.
Gareth, we're getting some very psychopathic shit here.
Let's see.
Okay. This is my pantry where I keep my tinned fish collection.
Okay.
Typically what I'll do, this is the psychopathic part. I probably am not gonna be hungry for the rest of the day, but if I do get hungry, I'll get something that I really like. I actually love the mackerel from Fishwife. This is the slow smoked mackerel with chili flakes. I will literally get chopsticks and eat it out of the can.
Let's do it.
Dude, I don't even know how you can think about food.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I gotta get the full experience. Let me get the full How Kev Eats. If I don't see How Kev Eats dinner, how am I gonna know any of this? It's all been a lie.
After a really crazy lunch like we just had, super calorie dense, fried food, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'll probably just eat this raw, like just the fish.
Man.
It's better than you think.
No, I'm just thinking short form versus long form. We do 4 of those places in a day because that's the only way these psychos online will watch a full episode. It's like,
that's literally insane. So get one of these, well aware how insane this is. Get just a little bit like this and you eat it.
How Kev Eats at home. I love it.
The flavor's great.
I actually love mackerel and I love sardines. So this is something, I don't usually have it like this. I usually throw garlic in a pan and have some greens with it, but I like your direct approach.
And it's like straight protein here.
Yeah.
And really good oils.
A little bit of fatty oils and that's it. Okay, let's go slip into something more comfortable and watch you bust some skulls.
All right.
Finish the day.
Let's do it. So Arc Raiders is the game that I'm now addicted to. So like those are an example of robots.
Get them.
They don't really see me.
Let's get them.
It's dumb of me to shoot them, but I'm just doing this with a camera right now.
Guys, don't judge him. He's better than this. He's just doing it for camera. Come on, buddy.
Where is this guy?
There it is.
Oh, I missed. I'm dead. I'm gonna die.
All right, I'm ending the episode here. We're gonna go get these robots. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thumbs up, subscribe, hit that like button. Make sure, I'm sure you guys already know How Kev Eats, but make sure you go follow him across socials. He's diving into long form this year, so make sure you check out his YouTube channel as well. I don't want to make him speak too much. Kev, give him a thumbs up.
Thank you guys, this was a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure I'm dying as we speak.
Oh no!
There I go. Later. So before I wake up, before I wake up. How can I do something? So there was a lot of funny comments. People were like, oh, try heroin, try lean, like try like drugs. I would say drugs are off limits.
Yeah.
Like I don't really do that.
Hey, San Diego viewers, where can I get crunchy tacos in San Diego? Because I haven't found any yet.
Oh, you like cuddle it.
You got a pillow here,
Under the legs.
and pillow here.
Under the legs is,
And then one at the back right here. So one back
Ooh,
here, one
I-
here, and then one under the legs, and then your head.
Can I tell you something? This is so much fun not being the one doing this and like
I know,
being the
right?
one talking about the person that's doing this.
okay, while Gareth is taking a piss.
We all
That's
hear
the
him, yeah.
insanely loud stream. There's no shot you're not picking that up on the mic. You can hear that clear as day, right?
For sure.
Okay, I'm ready. Sorry. Listen, I'm gonna end the episode here. We're diving in to the game. What's it called again? Realm of Shadows?
Arc Raiders.
Arc Raiders.
Realm of Shadows? What the? Okay, my love.
How long will you allow that to happen for?
As long as she goes.
Really?
Yeah. She'll wanna clean my face in the morning. I don't wash my face. I just use her.
Okay.
You just trust your phone?
I just trust. Yeah.
You're going at raw dog. You're not even looking.
I've done it enough times. when I got burned enough times.
Like what burned as in like you weren't recording or wasn't in focus? I would freak out.
Imagine eating a whole fried chicken dinner, getting unbelievable content, and then turning your camera on and being like, oh shit, it wasn't recording.
No way. I would lose it.
Honestly, I know this is an ad for you, but Olipop after this, to wash this down, this is when we're approaching the peak time to have one. Oh, that smacks.
Olipop, he's actually a true fan, so reach out
I am.
if you have the budget for him. Wait, speaking of Chipotle, did I see you on your stories? Were you crushing a microwave Chipotle bowl last night?
Oh yeah. Do you microwave your Chipotle?
No.
Oh my god, bro.
I get it hot or I stay away from it.
The most pro move is to get cheese as the last thing you put on your Chipotle bowl. If you don't microwave it, you're getting like half of the experience.
Sky, I will say one thing. It's a wild move, but Sky's living his brand.